Hi Tarot friends, it's Jade here with Tarot Your Truth, and I am back with another installment in my Walking Through the Tarot series where I compare and contrast the artwork as well as the book meanings for each of the cards in the tarot deck. And I will always leave the RWS version there and then change the cards next to it so that we can see what the differences might be. And I will read some of the book meanings from different sources, and we'll see how they change. If you believe that the art changes the meaning of the cards, then you may find this quite interesting. There are generally, I find that the meanings don't vary extremely much, but they do have, they definitely have some nuances. So all right, without further ado, let's see what Melissa Sonova has to say about the death card, which is what we're talking about today. Bear with me for one moment. Okay, the saying is, I am weary. Change, it will happen, and nothing can stop it. You have no choice. Things have gotten so stagnant and comfortable that your butt is leaving an imprint on the chair. This is why I love Melissa Sonova. She makes learning fun. Time to move. It can be scary and difficult and sometimes tragic, but with this change and struggle comes the beauty of rebirth and new opportunity. You need to release everything old. It hurts a lot, but it's worth it. On the shadow side, stagnancy and obstinacy. Another source says great change in lifestyle, view of self, or view of the world. And again, with the stagnation and inertia on the shadow side. Next to it, I have the Next World Tarot. I don't actually have the book with me. I should have gotten it, but anyway, so quite a bit different. We've got different levels of decay and stagnation there. Yeah, that's quite an interesting one. I will have to pull that book out. I don't have it with me, unfortunately. All right. Terumuha. Accepting of endings is demanded, whether of life itself or merely one role in that lifetime. Something that is finished must be released. The new day is dawning. Release of what no longer serves. The end of a part of life. Rebirth into a new self or situation. It's the Gilded. The Everyday Witch. Let's see what that one says. When one door closes, another opens. Death doesn't seem like good news, but it really rarely comes as a surprise. You probably already knew that something was ending, but hopefully you've caught a glimpse of whatever new thing will take its place and can find some solace in it. It's okay to mourn your loss. Just don't make the mistake of hanging on to something that is already gone. Let it go. When you've done mourning, perhaps you'll be able to find that open door that has taken the place of the other. I just paused here. So this is the Game of Thrones tarot. And let's see what that one says. Endings, rebirth, loss, transformation, release, truth. This is Arya. So 13 reduces to 4, standing for order, which comes when death is done. The card meaning. The card means symbolic death and heralds significant change. A new house, career, demise of a relationship, or other ways of loving. This ending often happens quickly and is a necessary clearing of the way. Seeing truth. On the flip side, accept what's happened and look forward. This is the Housewives Tarot. Just wanted to see what that one says because I find that deck hilarious. I'm not going to read every one, don't worry. All right, let's see what it says. It says, an unavoidable ending, loss, necessary change. Something is rotten. The expiration date has passed and the food has spoiled. You may be reluctant to throw it away, and you may try to convince yourself that a little mold never hurt anyone. But only a fool would dare eat food riddled with botulism. No matter how many preservatives are added, everything eventually goes stale. Except for margarine. The death card may seem grim, but its message is a positive one. The ending is necessary to make a fresh beginning and a tastier future. The Revelations Tarot, so that is upright. And of course, reversed. So Birth, Aquarian Tarot. The Muse, the Emerging Toronto Artist, Dame Darcy, Hidden Realms. Let's see what Hidden Realms says. Death is the end of something, usually whatever it is being asked about in the reading. Indicates change. While in reality, death can come unexpectedly, in tarot, that sort of change is marked by the blasted beach or the tower. The death card represents a more organic or gradual change, even if it seems sudden. Experiencing it is usually hard, and after it's over, mourning may occur. After that, though, you can look at the situation with fresh eyes, now that it is finally cleansed and ready to be filled with something new. The Fountain Tarot. Gonna move those out of the way. The Wild Unknown. Crystal Visions. The Joie de Vivre. Transformation, transition, rebirth, change, inevitability. Change is necessary for bringing forth new phases in life. Transforming old life into new life. Death is not an ending, but rather a gateway into infinity. It's part of an exceptional cycle where the past is the infrastructure for the future. On the shadow side, resisting transformation, lack of sympathy, inability to deal with grief. Dark Mansion, Cercoli, Mystic Mondays, the Zombie Tarot, Art History for Past Lives, the Tarot de la Nuit, and just for fun, the Spirit of Halloween. Move those out of the way. Oh. Santa Muerte, the Deviant Moon, and that is it for the RWS based. And if we move on to the Ancient Italian and Marseille style, that is the Tarot of the Master, the Marshmallow Marseille, the 1JJ Swiss. Let's see what that says. Real quick. Sudden change, death, end, destruction, loss, failure. The Tarot Classic. The Tattoo Tarot. The Classico Tarot, Classico Marseilles from Il Manigallo, and the Sopraffino. So let's just check quickly what the Mr. Kaplan has to say about death. A clearing of the way for new efforts, transformation, unexpected change, loss, failure, alteration, abrupt change of the old self, though not necessarily through physical death. The ending of a familiar situation or friendship, loss of income or financial security, beginning of a new era, illness, possibly even death, since great change may take place. This card, therefore, could mean a birth of a new idea or development of new expectations. On the shadow side, stagnatism, immobility, slow changes, partial change, inertia, narrowly missing a serious accident, or escaping from death or disaster. And with that, we have come to the end of the 14th video, which is the death card. As per before, first of all, thank you again for watching, especially if you've stayed this long. And if let me know what your thoughts on this card are. For me, this is definitely not a physical death. Generally, although I understand that it can mean that, it is really more about change, and usually some kind of change that you knew was coming. Because if it was really all that unexpected, I suspect you would have got the Tower. Anyway, those are sort of my thoughts about it. There's lots of things. There's so many other resources that talk about the specific card, and the meanings of the things that are on the specific cards, especially the RWS. Death comes from everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a child, or you're a king, or you're a bishop, or who you are. But the sun is rising, and so it is the dawn of a new day. There is hope ahead, and all is not. This change isn't necessarily a bad thing. Anyway, I would love to have the conversation with you guys. If you feel like, please do leave me a comment down below, hit like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll join you again with card number 14. Bye for now.